Sean and Emily from the future here.
Hello.
So make sure you stick around to the end of the video to hear our breakdown of the actual event itself and what we've learned and what we've learned from doing the little vlogs that we've been doing over the last couple of weeks. But yeah, save it to the end if you want to see it, or just skip the whole video if you want.
Yeah, see you there.
Morning. We have another event today. We have got an Unfuck Your Back seminar. But first we have boot camp. Boot camp in here this morning. We normally have it at the rugby club, but I decided to change things up, spice things up a little bit. And that means I'm here to clean up afterwards to then be able to get everything sorted for the seminar that we've got. So we've got Ollie coming in from Cool Yoga. We've worked with him a couple of times. It's kind of a bit of a series that we're doing. We've done Unfuck Your Knee, Unfuck Your Shoulder, and this is Unfuck Your Back, which has proven to be quite a popular one for people. So yeah, people will come in, he'll do a talk about common ailments and injuries in your back and what you can do about them. And then we'll have a bit of a practical workshop showing them some movements that they can do to really try and strengthen up the hips and the back. So yeah, that'd be good. But first we've got boot camp. So we'll go get the boot camp out of the way first. I'll show you some scenes. Boot camp done.
Woo! It was a sweaty one.
It was a very sweaty one, a very hot one. Yeah, we're kind of going for a bit of a hot day today. So normally we do it at the rugby club, I think I said that, but today we decided to change it up and do it in the gym. Just because we've got more kit here and I couldn't be bothered to lug a load of stuff over to the rugby club. But now we need to get the gym set up and sorted for our back seminar. So all we've got to do is just put everything away, make it look neat and tidy.
Yep.
And then clear this space. Ollie's got some slides that he wants to put up, so we'll get the TV set up. We need a bigger TV in the long run. This is kind of like our messy area. So this is kind of like the front of the gym. And we did a workshop on Thursday.
Yeah, the protein in the real world.
And it seems to be that this literally is becoming the kind of like the aesthetical focal point of the gym.
Yeah.
So I do want to change this to mirror that. So as silly as it seems, not just to spend money, but a bigger TV. And then we're going to board off that whole section, so where the whiteboards are, it's kind of covering a little bit of a cubby.
Just looks a bit weird, doesn't it?
Just looks a bit weird. So we'll do that, and then I really want to paint the stairs so that at least it starts to look a bit more aesthetic, and then obviously paint all the beams of the... Yeah. But yeah, that's what we've got to do now. We're going to just tidy up the gym, give it a bit of a mop and a clean, put everything away so it looks neat and tidy for the people who are coming in later. It's a small group. We noticed with the first one that we did, I'm going to spin you back around, come see me. We noticed with the first seminar that we put on, which was a knee seminar, we basically invited loads of people. So we had about 30 people turn up for that one, for our first one, which was fantastic, but it ended up being which is good, generalized topic rather than a specific topic. And then after speaking with Ollie and getting some feedback, it would have been nice for our members to have a bit more specifics about their backs. So that's what we're doing. So we had a smaller group in mind, so we capped it at 10.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, we'll get the gym ready now. And then we'll show you some stuff, because after this, it's not till 1 o'clock, and the time is 10 o'clock now? 8 o'clock?
No,
9 o'clock. It's about 9 o'clock. So we've got a few hours, we've got to nip home and do some bits. We'll show you the process of cleaning the gym, which is always good to see. We'll do that as a time lapse as well. And then we'll show you us getting set up before Ollie gets here, and then we'll show you some stuff
of the actual
workshop. And then that's it. So yeah, join us on this wonderful day.
Woo!
Big Ken. It features in every video. I think that should be a thing.
Yeah. Spot Big Ken.
Spot Big Ken.
Tell us at what minute and what second Big Ken appears, and you can win a coffee on me.
Yeah, there you go. Win a coffee on us, and you can tell us exactly what minute Big Ken appeared. Oh, I like that. That could be a running thing. We are kind of set up.
Pretty much.
kind of set up. We're just going to tidy that bit up in a
We
bit.
need to get some batteries, don't we, for the...
Yeah, AAA batteries for the remote. I need to get a HDMI cable for the TV, and we can attach that to a laptop and come back later. So it's not till 1, and the time now is 1. Look at my broken phone, so broken. 10 o'clock. So we've got a bit of time. Yeah, so about 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
So we'll go home, get the house tidy a little bit.
Yeah, got house viewing.
Got a house viewing today, and then we'll come back here. So, see you in a bit. So here we are. Changed, showered after this one weekend. Just going to get everything ready, to be honest. I mean, there's not really much to do. Ollie's pretty much going to be standing here talking to everybody. So there's chairs around me. Let me show you. Some chairs set up. Bada bing, bada bum, bum, bum. So some chairs set up. The plan with these workshops, or the hope with these workshops, is we're all really busy people. We've all got things that we need to focus on. Same as what we're doing here with people's backs. Like, it's really easy just to survive, just to get through, just to put up with, just to tolerate the back pain that you have, work around it, kind of work through it a little bit. But the hope is with seminars and workshops like these, it's putting it at the forefront of people's minds, giving them the space and time to be able to think about it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to spend 2 hours just showing up for people so that they can show up for themselves, think about their backs, think about what they need to do for it. So yeah, next thing you'll see is some behind the scenes.
For most of us, like, back pain just seems to be like, you know, my clinic's just around the corner, and you know, it pays my mortgage, like, I'm not going to lie. People hurt their backs all the flipping time. But it happens, it's a part of life. If I can't essentially like bear my body weight through my ankle, like I can kind of like jump about on it and stuff like this. I won't get into that too much because see your face again. But you know, I can put some severe load through essentially this joint angle, which we don't tend to train in most things. And that's because I've been very specific with going, okay, what does my sport need? Which is ankles that might roll. I need to be able to get back to running. If I can't handle my body weight on there, that capacity is very low. So, and this comes into all sorts of things with backs. Like, I'm sure you've had it when you've maybe been in a squat and you kind of move awkwardly, or you go to deadlift and you just, that slight different change of angle, suddenly you've missed that opportunity to like bear load through your strongest part. So you always have to make sure that you're conditioning all that tissue. Who would deem their life as relatively stressful? I know there's like a lot of stuff. You know, would we kind of say that there's a low level stress that kind of runs through us throughout the day? Whether, you know, 2 of the people I've had in this week, they're just sitting their GCSEs and A-levels. So they're coming in saying, oh, my shoulder's really aching. And I'm going, you're probably wearing your shoulders like earrings. It's just all this stress, yeah? When I talk about the breath, and this will kind of happen when you go into like meditation classes and stuff like that, people just say, bring your awareness back to your breath. And that will help you like feel your body. Has anyone like been to yoga or anything like that, when they kind of hear these kind of cues? Or even like a little headspace app, they'll say, relax your shoulders. And you don't realize that you've been carrying them up there. But it's also these just daily stresses that we don't realize we kind of hold ourselves. Whenever people's backs go into big spasm, usually it can come from like a fight or flight response. We all brush our teeth, right? So like, let's say the dentist said, when I was 5 years old, yeah, but you know, your teeth do this, that, and blah, blah, blah. They would never say stop brushing your teeth, right? Because that's just hygiene and daily maintenance for your teeth. It doesn't matter if, you know, one's growing out here or whatever, they're going to say, well, we might do something about that. But my point is, no matter what you've been told throughout your life with your back, doesn't mean you should stop brushing your back teeth. That all make sense? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. So our controlled articular rotations, for those who've been to seminars or worked with me before and stuff like that, our CARs are basically our brushing of our teeth for our joints. So, you know, a lot of my one-to-ones, we learn how to do this from head down to toe, because again, you should be looking after every single joint, as we've said with the becoming a more resilient athlete. So yeah, like again, even M, I'm like bleeding here. So toes are tucked, but this is nice because the knees are slightly forward of the hip line, which essentially allows us to flex a little bit easier into the lower back. So we're going to come into a posterior tilt of the tailbone. We're going to tuck the tailbone. Other way. Lower back's going to pull away. So now we're squeezing abs. And you see how we're trying to get this nice little curve there? I've got a hot poker here, and I'm saying push the ground away. Pull collarbones towards the front of the hips. And get heavy in the hands. And now we're filling this space. So there is my stretch. Okay? And that's what we're looking for, is this like domino effect. Now, this idea of getting light in the hands, I'm going to imagine I've got a hot poker here and say lift away from the ground there. It's so subtle, but there's this little lift. Because what we get a lot of is extension, flexion, extension, flexion, and it kind of wants to become like one of those, you know what I mean? A little bit of a Beyonce moment. Like my big phrase is, I'm training for my 80-year-old self, not my Beachbody self. I want to be a kick-ass granddad, you know what I mean? Alrighty guys, well, if we're all comfortable with that, we'll leave that there. And like I said, we'll try and get that little handout to you guys. It just has kind of the topics that we spoke about today, so that you can still like go around, you know, take a walk, have a little think about some of the stuff we've talked about today, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys soon as well.
Thank you, Mum.
Right. And go to Pilates.
So then done. Oh dear.
So,
event.
Successful event.
Event done. Yeah, successful. What's your metric of success for that?
People came away feeling informed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we got really good feedback.
Yes.
Yes,
from everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really, really good. It definitely, Ollie's got a really good way of cutting through like the fitness jargon, and he actively said as well, like there's a lot of marketing that goes into the fitness industry, trying to get people to tap into their emotions and buy, and he's very good at kind of cutting the fluff and just being very honest about it, which was quite good.
Yeah.
He's very good at giving one-liners as well.
Oh yes, and they're so easy to remember.
Yeah. So contextual one-liners that will help you remember what he's about to say or said, that you can then reference back to, which is really, really good.
What was the one? I said you can remember, and I'm about to say what's the one? The all day, always.
Move always, all days.
Yeah. I like that one.
So things like that. That was really, really good. Which obviously helps our members, because a lot of them are coming in and having been in the fitness industry for a while. Like even coming new into the fitness industry can be confusing, but when you're in there for a while, it can be quite confusing as well, because different places say different things. So it can be quite a jumble, a bit of a mess. So it's good at that. But it went well in terms of the organisation of it as well. I think we did well.
There was a couple of
drop-offs.
Yeah.
A couple of drop-offs. Fair enough. It was a really nice day.
Yeah, really sunny.
And we put the event on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I can't talk.
You're struggling here.
Sorry. Yeah, it was a really sunny day, so absolutely fair.
Yeah.
I had a couple of technical issues.
We did, that we're going to have to try and resolve for next time. We don't have Wi-Fi in the gym yet, so that could have resolved a lot of the issues, but it is what it is. We could have done more marketing from the back end a little bit more. We did a couple of Facebook posts and we did a couple of newsletter posts, but we could have done more. Could have done a lot more. But that's the beauty of doing things like this, is a lot of people would stay away from doing it because they want it to be perfect first. We're very good at just doing it and then refining it like we're talking about now.
Yeah.
All in all, good. A lot learned, and I hope you've enjoyed the series that we've been doing.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to another one.
3 events done.
But really interesting to learn. Like, although this video is not about us vlogging and learning to vlog, there is a lot to be learned about the vlogging.
It's a lot harder than I expected.
I enjoy it. Getting the content, gathering the content, thinking of it like a bit of a storyboard before and after, obviously editing, enjoying adding more elements to the editing as we go along, adding in audio, playing around with things, cutting bits out, because there was lots of bits that we cut out just to make sure, you guys aren't just watching the same thing over and over again. Yeah, good fun. I'm enjoying it. So on to the next series.
See you later.
Bye.